Hello, and welcome to Bees and Tea Stitching. Um, so yeah, this is not my first start. I did the same thing I did last week, which was, um, get more than halfway through my video and forget that I didn't do my emails, my comments. Um, yeah, I mean, I know things have been a little crazy, so, my mind's been a little scattered, but I really need to get to it. So anyway, so I actually have drunk a little bit of my tea, so it's not as full as it was when I first recorded. But, um, I know if you guys watch my Sips by boxes, this is one I just got. It is a black tea by Ahmad Tea, which is becoming my favorite tea company. Um, and this is peach and passion fruit. And when I first did it, let me see if I can, now that it's a little emptier. Well, there we go. Yeah, I know, I just dropped that on my computer. When I first did it, it actually was a pretty light color, and pretty light flavor. And this is one that apparently has to, steep just a little bit longer than normal. Um, so, come on, focus on me. There you go. Focus. There we go. All right. So this is one that has to steep a little bit longer, and so it is. It's actually really good. It's a little bit more subtle than some of their other ones, and but it's still really good. Um, I taste the peach more than the passion fruit, but that's really okay. As for it being my, it's probably not my favorite on my tea, but it's very good, and I will absolutely drink all four of the ones that they gave me, and I would drink more of it. But I don't know that it's absolutely my favorite. Also, it's getting a little bit colder, so I am wearing my geeky jersey. I didn't put their link as one of my things this week, but I will try to put it below. And so this is the front, okay? And then we've got the thingy to the side here, and it says Spaceman on the back. So, if any of you guys know what this is in reference to, please tell me. I will love you forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And maybe some ever too. So yeah. So that's that. As for life updates and such, not really much has been going on. Father-in-law is still in the hospital. He is doing better, but there's still a long way to go. So it's really still a lot more of hurry up and wait. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So not much we can do, but things are progressing in the right direction. But we just kind of have to wait and see. So that's how that's going right now. Other than that, not really much is going on. It's pretty much same old around here, which I guess is okay. Yeah, so let me go ahead and do the Q&A here, since I forgot to do that last time. Not much this time, so shouldn't be too bad. Healing Gamer, oh, he says, hi, I'm definitely gonna check out Stitchywitch 42. The Hobbit Hole sounds amazing. So, have you had a chance to look at it? And if so, what'd you think? Thanks. So, yeah, that's it. She's really awesome. I do love me some Stitchywitch. Some Audrey. So Marizpan Stitcher. This is kind of going to be a long answer to a short question, so I apologize in advance. But, she said before that she is in an orchestra, which is awesome. And it's the filmorchestra.com. So what it sounds like is they do, film scores and other things like that. Not new film scores, not do scores for films, but played the scores of films that are already out. If that's what it sounds like to me, and it sounds like they tour around the UK, and they might even tour around the world. I'm not really sure. Probably not now, obviously, but but at least through around the UK, which is really cool. And she said that she's played the bassoon. So I have to ask, and being from the UK, maybe you've heard about it. Have you heard of a radio show called Cabin Pressure? It was a radio show about. Sorry, I'm just turning this down a little bit here. It was a radio show from about, I think maybe about 2010 to about 2014. Um, it actually had some pretty good talent. It had Roger Allam, Benedict Cumberbatch, Stephanie Cole, and it was made by John Finnemore, who he wrote it and he also starred in it. It's a little comedy show. I think each episode is like just less than 30 minutes long. There were 27 episodes, and each episode was named for like a city around the world. So they started with A, Abu Dhabi, and then they ended in Z, Zurich. There were 27 episodes because the last one, Zurich, was a two-parter. And they were kind of self-contained, but not really. I mean, you kind of, I guess they really weren't. You really did kind of see the development of the characters through. But the reason I ask is because there was one episode, it was episode 8, Gdansk, where they were actually flying. The show was about a airline, which actually is only one airplane, and the 4 people who work at that airline, and just all the crazy stuff that happens as they fly people around the world. It's hilarious. I mean, it's not terribly easy to find because it's not, the episodes aren't on YouTube. They are out there. I actually last Christmas got an official CD. They do have an official CD, which I didn't bring over. I'm sorry, of all 27 episodes, and I think it had some interviews too. So it's, if I can find the link to it again, I'll link it below. So there are legal ways to get it. I don't know how common that CD is. It's like a 2 or 3 CD set because it's, it's a bit of stuff. But there are other ways as well. But anyway, episode 8, Gdansk, was about flying an orchestra. And I forgot, I guess they were going from England to Gdansk. And one of them was a bassoon player who is just hilarious. Since they're not on YouTube, I did find a little clip which I put in your comment, and I'll try to put it in the other one below as well. And I know it's a bit tough not really knowing anything about the show to watch the clip, but it's really short and it's pretty straightforward. The person who's actually talking in the clip is Carolyn. She is the owner of the airline, and she also doubles as a stewardess. So that's kind of all you really need to know. And they're flying, or they're about to fly. So that's really the only setup you need for the clip. It's fairly straightforward. But thank you for the information. I'll try to see if I can find maybe some film orchestra stuff on YouTube. I did not get a chance to look. I apologize. I did look at the website, which is really nice. It's very, very well professionally done, and I looked at some of the post, promotional posters that you guys had. So it's a really nice website. But yeah, but thank you for that. I appreciate that. So I want to try to look you guys up. That's really cool. All right. So yeah, that was my long explanation for a short question. I promise the rest were shorter. DLN said, I bought some tea that comes loose. It includes the bags. She told me the bags are reusable at least 6 more times. That's actually great. I love that you can, reuse and recycle them. Very earth friendly, which is always good. So that's really cool. And I think Sip Spy says you can use them, you can wash them and use them a few times too. I haven't got around to using them on my loose tea yet. I'm usually kind of lazy and just want to throw a bag in there. So, oh well. Also, what loose tea did you get? So, comment. And Shul McKinney, Twinkle Stitches, who will never cease to be awesome. So I think you look beautiful with the hat. Thank you for sharing your teas. Thank you. I'm just very self-conscious, both with just, I don't know, the thinness of the hair and the fact that I got gray streaks, and you know, that sort of stuff. So, I pretty much never leave the house without it unless I'm going to see my family, like my parents or my brother, who will give me a hard time if I wear it. So, other than that, I will almost always have it going anywhere. So, but yeah, but thank you though. I appreciate that. Thank you for watching. And the last one, I believe, let me double check. Yes, the last one is Marizpan Stitcher, who also said that they liked me without the hat. Thank you. And they said that they bought a loose leaf advent calendar and a chocolate one. Ginger Red Bush and Cinnabon are winners. Cinnabon sounds amazing. Anything chocolate, of course. You know, tea or whatever is also amazing. Sip Spy did have an advent calendar. It was a little expensive, and in all honesty, I've got so much tea right now, I really need to go through what I have. You know, I say that and I'm getting a new box every month, but, you know, whatever. Oh, also they asked, what's been my favorite tea so far? So, non-Sip Spy, like, overall, my two favorites have been that Russian berry tea, which I've shown a couple times. It's over there. I look like I'm pointing to that, but I'm actually pointing in my kitchen. I'm not actually pointing to my Pop Funkos. Yeah, that. So yeah, the Russian berry tea and also the blueberry black tea that I got from my local Spice and Tea Exchange. Which Spice and Tea Exchange is a national chain. There's not a crap load of stores. But again, I'll try to link. They do have a website that you can order from. Oh, I forgot to say actually. I worked at Barnes and Noble for a time, which was really fun. And I actually have a set of 2 or 3 of these. Just very, you know, kind of really basic sort of tea mugs. But you know, these have lasted me. These have gone, because I worked at the Barnes & Noble here in town probably in 1999, 2000. So these have lasted 20 years and have gone through 2 moves. These moved down to Orlando and back and made it, surprisingly. And they all made it. So, and I do like the little, you got the blue in the handle, but then you also have the blue like at the top here, which is kind of nice. And the same blue for the outline of the blueberries. Or grapes. Whatever those are. Grapes. So yeah, anyway, so that's a nice mug, and it's nice and solid. It's kind of, you know, it's thick. It's not, it's nice and heavy. So it's a good quality mug, and you just can't find this as much anymore. It's not a hugely big mug. I don't know what its size is. It doesn't actually say. But anyway. But it holds, it's good enough. But yeah, so, oh yeah, and for the Sip Spy, excuse me, sorry, went the wrong way. For the Sip Spy, I wasn't sure if this was going to surpass it, but I don't think it has. I think my favorite would be the Blackberry Burst by the same company. It's Ahmad Tea. But the Blackberry Burst is a little darker and it's a little stronger. And I do like a strong tea. I mean, you could go with 2 tea bags, and sometimes in some teas I do go with 2 tea bags, so it can make it kind of strong. Because I make them kind of strong and kind of sweet. So, not really. I'm not kind of strong or kind of sweet, but yeah. So, sometimes I do that. When I'm trying them out for the first time, I want to do just 1 tea bag, and I almost never do milk because I want to find out what the actual flavor is itself. So I kind of know, you know, what I need to change around. All right, so that is all the Q&A. So that's Q&A, life updates. So, all right, now I don't want you guys to have a heart attack. Take a few deep breaths. All right. You good? I had a start, a finish, and an FFO. I know. Don't fall on the floor. Get a paper bag if you need to. All right? You good? All right. So, and it's not much, but ta-da! Okay, so this is a gingerbread man, obviously. There was I'm sorry that I don't remember who made it. I will once again try to link below. There was somebody, and I believe it was on Gumroad, that, you can kind of do the pay what you want. So, so I threw some money their way, obviously. They had 2 sets of these. They had one, like this one, which had the gingerbread man, a Christmas tree, and a bell. And they had another one, which was a Christmas tree. Shoot, you know what? I don't remember what the other 2 were. Anyway, I only got the one with this one because I thought that this would be nice. This is $38.65, obviously on this 14 count perforated paper, and all I did was get some craft felt and put it on the back there, and did it with some Gorilla Glue, which I got. Oh, there we go. Which I got from. Hey, there we go. Hey, nice. Which I got from Home Depot. This is actually really nice. It's got a very open this here. A small tip, so you can really control where it goes. And the cool thing is that you have to press and the lid didn't stick to it. Yay! The really cool thing is you have to press these 2 sides to make it, get some out. So, if you're just holding it like this, you're not going to accidentally squirt any, which is really good. So this is nice, and it sets really fast, like 30 seconds. As you can also tell from the back, I messed up. So what happened is, if you can tell, this one is underneath. Oh, there we go. Thank you. And then I had to do the trimming of the felt, and then what happened was I accidentally cut it. And so I glued this on the back, and then I thought the white looked just terrible there. So I figured that I would put a little piece of felt over it so that at least it would be the same color. I mean, it is what it is. I hate that I did that, because it would have looked a lot better, but, you're not going to look at the back. So this is going to be for my brother and his family. Hopefully they'll want to put it on their Christmas tree. And that glue holds really well. It's, I could tug at it a little bit, so. But yeah, it's just $38.65, and that's it. And this took me one evening, like maybe 3 hours, plus maybe, I don't know, half hour more for all the FFOing. So, and I mean, that wasn't rushing through. That was just, taking my time and working on it. I'm sure I could have done it faster if I wanted to. But yeah, so that's that. So, start finish. Yay. Hopefully you guys are all still breathing, because I know it's been forever and a day since I've had a finish, much less an FFO. So, and of course now my sinuses would decide to go crazy. Nice. Come on, focus. Alright, look at you. Go to focus. Huh. There you go. That's another very esoteric reference that if you get, then I'll love you forever too. Alright. So, new starts. Oh, whips. So, there's only one whip going on. You just saw a little hint of it there. And that is going to be, get this out. Okay, get this thread out carefully so I don't lose my needle because I'm running low on needles. Figment! There we go. Alright. Hopefully you guys can see it. This is kind of white on white. So I actually just had it to there before. So I've got all this middle part done. And I love the fact that this kind of looks like a skull. Actually, it really does look like a skull. Like there's an eyeball there and there's kind of the teeth. Obviously, that's not what it's going to be. And I love that there just happens to be a white part of the fabric right there. So you can really not see. But hopefully it's coming out in the video like when I'm looking at it on my television screen or my computer screen. So hopefully you guys can see it. This will all be filled in here. So it will show up more. But yeah, so that's how that's going. This is unfortunately a lot slower than I thought it was. It's not a huge pattern, but what is in here is full coverage. Like, the whole thing's not full coverage, but what's in there is solid coverage. Let me just do this really quick so you can kind of see. There you go. You can kind of see what the design was. The orange is what I've done. So, so yeah, it's going a lot slower than I thought. But once I can get that kind of outline done, and I know I said this about the head as well, just that filling that in, it's actually going to be really easy. So, you know, just going to be a lot of mindless stitching, which sometimes you just need, you know, sometimes you just want to not think and just kind of lose your mind and stitch. I mean, I'll lose my mind anyway, but, you know. But yeah, so that actually is all of the new starts, finishes, FFOs, and whips. Alright, so haul. There's not a whole lot of haul. I will do my one little bit of, my not stitchy haul first. Wait. There we go. Anyway. No face. But yeah, so I told you that I had gone a little crazy with, eBay. And so I was waiting on some magazines. I got 2 of them, which were, Doctor Who related. And Doctor Who, specifically Mark Gatiss, who not only has written and been in a couple of Doctor Who episodes, also, you know, Sherlock, Dracula, League of Gentlemen, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, so yeah, so I got a couple of those, and you've already seen those. But this is the last one. 2 of the 3 came from the UK. This one came from the UK, and I didn't think that it was going to be here before for Christmas, because they gave like a really vague times when it was going to be here, but it got here, so yay. All right, so radio times, and the reason this is the way that it is I believe this is for the 50th anniversary of the decriminalization of male homosexuality in the UK. Yay! Obviously this was in 2017, as you can see over there. And I love the magazine and a magazine and a magazine. That's kind of cool. But what I did not know is, well, a couple things. First off, there's not actually an interview with Mark Gatiss in here. He is the guest editor, which is fine. It's actually very fascinating. I flipped through it, and there's some really interesting articles, including, where does it say over here? I thought it said, oh yeah, William and Harry growing up with Diana. So there's a interview with the princes about their mother, which I haven't read yet, but it sounds very interesting. And also some obviously gay themed things, which is fine. The other thing that I did not know about Radio Times is that it's kind of the equivalent of what TV Guide was. I don't even know if it's still around, so if you guys are old enough to remember TV Guide, but it's pretty much the same as TV Guide in the US. So it has all the listings for, like, you know, well, okay, that's more of an article, but okay, all right, really now. But it'll have, like, you know, like all the shows that are going on, and some of them will have like little blurbs about what they're about, and you know, so you know, all the different channels, BBC and Sky, and also like cable channels apparently that they get from the US, like Nat Geo and Spike TV, CBS apparently, and PBS. ITV is also English. So yeah, I thought that was actually really, really cool. And like I said, I did not know. So it's really cool to have just like a kind of a snapshot of what UK television was, you know, in 2017. So you can see all the things that are showing now. One thing I thought was kind of funny, since I mentioned Sherlock. Apparently Sky TV, which is another one of UK's channels, is showing Doctor Strange. So I thought that was kind of funny. So yeah, you know, thought that was kind of ironic. But yeah, so that was that. The other thing is not specifically Stitchy Home, but kind of. I went to Michael's, like I said, to get the felt and the string, and I saw these scissors, right? So, I was like, okay, well, we can, because they're festive and all that. And I said, okay, well, get them, put them with Christmas stuff, and just, you know, store them away. But there wasn't a price, and so I just grabbed them. I was going to ask the price. As usual, I forgot. Got home, and I was like, I wonder how much these are. These things are $2.99. I mean, come on, $3 for a pair of scissors, which sometimes scissors are expensive. And these are, I mean, they're nice, they're big. And they're sharp enough. I mean, they're not like super duper heavy quality, but I mean, they were good enough to cut my, cut that stuff. Cut the felt and the perforated paper. I mean, for $2.99, you know, if you're going to Michael's, I might have to go back and pick some up. But they're nice, and they have other colors, obviously. I just like these because they were festive and green and red. So yeah, so that was kind of cool. All right, and then the Stitchy haul, and I will warn you guys. If you have sensitive ears or eyes, there is a little bit of language, but it's not too bad. But, bitch please, I'm fabulous. I mean, look at that. Come on, that is amazing. And yes, that is Krynic, and I do have the Krynic here. But what I'm actually going to do is for Fabulous, I'm also going to do that in Krynic. Now, right now, I have this. Oh, that's actually showing up pretty well. It's kind of black and blue sparkly. But Krynic makes this kind of rainbowy sparkly, which they didn't have in the 4-braid at my... I got this in my LNS on Saturday, for my Saturday stitching. They didn't have that Krynic, so I did order it. I don't know when that'll come in, but I haven't started this yet. So I'm probably going to end up doing it in rainbows because, I mean, come on. Fabulous. Just fabulous. But yeah, so this is Peacock and Fig, obviously. And also, at the same time, I did order this one. Also had Peacock and Fig. All hail the Queen, because of course I did. There's also... maybe wine will help, which I might end up doing for my mom one day. And look at me adulting all over the place, which I might end up also doing. There's also caffeine. It maintains my charming personality. So much nope. And let them eat cupcakes. And the actually the that little fractally sort of flower in the middle is really pretty. But I have so many other things to do that probably not going to end up grabbing that one. But at least I will definitely do the I'll Hail the Queen one. Sorry. Sinuses are making me itchy. Which is very, very annoying. Yay, sinuses. Alright, so that's whips and FFOs and all that other good stuff. So I guess I will get to the of the weeks. And this will be fairly short again. Oh, also, just because I thought it was really cool. It's duct tape with tigers, because I like tigers. Aren't those pretty? Okay, well, that one's kind of funky because it's got 2 half heads, but when it's actually just one head, it's really pretty. Okay, so yeah. Random thing. All right, so let me do my of the weeks, and then we should be good. So, the Floss Tube of the Week, honestly, he really doesn't need me promoting him because he's got, like, over 1,000 people watching him already, but he's actually really funny. He has 4 or 5 episodes at least. I've watched a couple. I have not watched all of them yet, but I'm kind of going back and watching them. Scott Stitches in Spain, which apparently, spoiler alert, will apparently be Scott Stitches in Germany soon. So he'll be moving from Spain to Germany. But yeah, he has some really cool things that he's doing. And he's really funny, so he's definitely worth watching. Give him a watch and give him a I mean, I guess you don't have to subscribe to him, but give him a subscribe if you want to. Yeah. So, oh, also, I'm so excited about this. And this was thanks to one of my Stitchy people, my Saturday Stitchy people at my LNS. There is a free, which I can't believe it's free, but it is, Grim Grinning Ghost Sal. And I I don't remember. I did not put who it's by. I apologize. They have a Facebook. You know, it's one of those where it's private Facebook, but you know, you just answer a question or two, I think, and then yeah. Actually, I'm not even sure you answer a question. I think you just ask to join and you join. But it's a new sal, and I'm 99% sure it's free. And it will be starting January the 1st, 2021. Now, she has put out a floss list, but she has not put out the pattern yet. I think I heard maybe that she was going to put out a frame before January, maybe. I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, I don't think the pattern has been 100% finalized yet. But it will be coming out January the 1st. So, yeah, so that's awesome. We haven't really had any hints about what it looks like yet, but you know what? I don't care. I'll probably end up getting some of my flosses tomorrow at my LNS, maybe. We'll see. If I remember, which I might not. Yeah, so that's the Stitchy website of the week. The non-Stitchy website. Since it's the holiday season and you know, all that good stuff, there is a song, I think I heard it on the radio years ago. It's not a popular Christmas song at all. It kind of came and went, which is really sad because it's soft and it's kind of sad, but it's beautiful. It's just excuse me. It's just one person singing, and I think the only accompaniment is one guitar, I believe. It's called "The Gift" by Aselin Debison. ASELIN DEBISON. The song is called "The Gift." You might also, you could have possibly heard it maybe called the Nightingale song. It's just hauntingly beautiful, and it literally gives me goosebumps every time I listen to it. And it's not, it doesn't really shove Christmas down your throat. Essentially, it's about a poor girl who goes to the church, but she doesn't, she finds a nightingale, and she goes to church for the Christmas service, and she doesn't have anything to give because she's poor. And there we go. So yeah, so it's just beautiful, and it's not that long. Just give it a couple minutes, please. But yeah, so watch it, please. Okay, I guess the last thing is the bee fact, and then we'll be done. So pretty short this week. Honey is 80% sugars and 20% water. So there you go. That's why it's obviously a good sweetener, and also why it can keep literally forever. Like, there is honey from, I don't know if I've said this before, but there is honey from ancient Egypt that was stored in sarcophagi. Yeah. And you could literally eat it, which is kind of awesome. So there you go. Bonus fact. All right. Well, I guess that's about it. I can't think of anything else. So you guys have a good week, and as far as I know, I can't think of any special videos coming up this week. I just got that new tea in, so I mean, I would like to do an end of the year whip parade. I don't know whether I will or not. It's just going to be a matter of time. I really want to, but we'll see. Hopefully, I will. So that might be coming up, but almost definitely not this week. Oh, I did almost forget, and I will add this at the very end here. While I was at Lowe's, I found an amazing way to store your patterns if you have them like in if you have like a bunch of them in well, any sort of bag really, but you especially like like the larger bags, like Garon does, and all those people. So it doesn't look like much. So this is called the Collapsible Storage Bin by Clever Made. This was at Um, um, this is at Lowe's for $16. So all you do is, oh, do I have it backwards? I have it backwards. That's the bottom. No, it's not. Wow. The problem is I don't have enough room to actually open. There we go. So you just open it. Okay. All right. Sorry. You open it up, right? And just kind of, it kind of unfolds to itself. There we go. And it literally falls together. And this is what you get on the inside. So there you go. That's, so there you go. You can see, you can store all of your project bags in there. And, I mean, it's really amazing. And it just folds right back. You just fold these two up and it collapses back together. Ow. Ta-da! And it's collapsible. They also have a smaller version, you know, for the guys who have, like, the little, put that, let that fall down here. There we go. Ta-da! These fall down here. Ta-da! And that's that. So this is for maybe the smaller, the, like, bendy flips and, those sort of ones. And it's like, you know, milk crate size. And this was 12. And then, again, you just fold up the sides, like this. Ta-da! And it collapses again. So, you know, if you don't need it, or if you need to travel or whatever, then you're all set. Try not to fool my fingers. There you go. So, I would very, very highly recommend them. And they fit quite a few project bags in there. Even the larger, like, Garum bags, like, you know, the 11 by 11s, or 14 by 14s, whatever size they are, they actually fit in there too. So, definitely worth it. Sorry, the team went down the wrong way. Alright, so yeah, I almost forgot to show you guys those. Hopefully you guys who stayed at the end got to see that little extra bonus stuff. Alright, so I will see you next week.